Welcome, friends, to Cuéntame USA with Moncho Camaño for the Spanish people in Spain. Camaño. Today I'm really lucky to have. Right now, I have 3 members, but probably we're gonna have the 4th member soon, hopefully. If not, maybe we can put a photo of the drummer.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see what we can do. So we got 3 of the 4 members of the. This is hard for me. Always to say what kind of music they make. You know, the music genre. It's really hard. I'm just gonna say post-punk, but I don't know. It could be post-punk. Band from Oakland, California. They're called False Figure. And we got, like I said, 3 members. We got, I don't know, but maybe we should start with the bassist, Keenan.
That's me, yeah.
Is on my left. And then we have Andres Ruiz.
Hey.
Ruiz. he is the vocalist that plays guitar. That's other things, and maybe we can talk about that later, a little later. And then we got Kevin DeFranco. He's the guitarist. He plays guitar. I don't know if it's lead guitar. Is it lead for you, or it depends?
I don't know what that means.
Rhythm. I don't know, rhythm and whatever it is.
Yeah. I keep
Whatever
some
you
rhythm.
have
I
to.
try to.
Whatever is needed.
Yeah, exactly.
And they just released their last album in February, I think it is. Yeah, it's called Incarnate with 11 tracks, and I was gonna say it's a really good album, and I'll say it is. Just sometimes just a little short, I guess. I don't know. It could be longer. So we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about, like, usually these people are already tired of the same questions. They always get asked, but I'm gonna have to ask them again. What can I do? Just wanna name Amy. Her last name is Colt. Is that how you say it? It's Colt?
Shot, like the jackets.
Oh, Shot?
Yeah.
Shot. Amy is easier. She plays the drums. Is she the new addition to the band? Because
yes, she joined just recently. So like that June was our first show with her.
Something like that. Yeah.
Oh,
we did the album, then we did maybe like 3 or 4 shows.
Yeah.
With the drum machine before she joined.
Yeah. So I think it was we played one show. The first show with her was in July, and we had just started jamming with her in like the beginning of June, end of May or something. So it brings totally new dynamic to the songs that were recorded with like a backing track for the record.
For the album, yeah. I noticed that. Yeah. I was gonna ask you. Well, she's not around, but I saw a video on YouTube. I guess when you played last time in Guild Theater in Menlo Park.
Oh yeah.
Okay. You were opening for One Chung, the band. Is that from the 80s? That band from the 80s. Okay. Because I was
great.
I watched the video, but I couldn't see Amy because you were blocking her. So I couldn't. I said, "Is there a person? Somebody's behind, but I don't know if it's a man, a woman, female. I don't know what it is. I cannot tell."
For her, Wang Chung had the whole stage, and they were like, "Here you go, put the drums right here."
Yeah, it was like so Wang Chung set up. They had 2 percussion sections backline, so they had these 2 risers. One was like a more traditional like 5-piece kit. The other one was like.
Well, they were doing they did the whole soundtrack for To Live and Die in LA.
Oh, okay.
So it was very cinematic, so they had like extra percussion and everything like that.
Right. Yeah. I knew there was somebody playing the drums, but I couldn't tell. So are you all from the same area, from the Oakland area or the Bay Area in California?
You're from here, probably.
We are, yeah. I'm from San Francisco.
Yeah, I grew up very close by in Sacramento, and then Davis, California, which is maybe like 60 to 80 miles away. Very close.
Okay.
Kevin's the other guy.
I'm from Philadelphia.
You're from Philadelphia? From Philly?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm from New Jersey. Well, no, I'm from Spain.
Oh, okay.
I live in New Jersey.
Where in New Jersey?
Not far from Newark Airport.
Okay.
Not that far, like 15 minutes.
I used to live in New Brunswick for a while.
Oh, where the Rutgers University is. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, all right, all right. That sounds good. For some reason, Andres, I was doing the research on you, and somebody else shows up with the same name and last name from Argentina. I'm like,
Yeah.
and he makes some music not the same, but it's a little similar. I don't know. For some, you
yeah,
saw
yeah.
that?
You know this guy?
No, I think I saw. So I saw it on Discogs, right? Is that where you saw it?
No, I think I saw, I don't know. I don't know where when I did like research. I don't know where on Google. I
There.
don't know.
Yeah,
It's all
there's a
spelled the
few.
same way too.
Yeah, Andres
Yeah,
Ruiz.
yeah, and he makes like a little
Oh,
No
really? Yeah.
shit.
post punk. Also, some of the songs I like. It's impossible because this guy doesn't look nothing like the guy I'm supposed to interview.
Yeah, yeah. He's a little bit
Were you
older.
aware of
It's
this,
older,
Andres?
right? He has a short hair, so I'm like,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
not the same guy.
yeah. I think it was like a saxophonist or something, right? I saw
I don't
something.
know. I know he
Like,
put a lot of records already,
yeah,
but I
yeah.
didn't really look into it anymore than just that. I don't
He's
know.
from Argentina. Is that what you said?
Yeah, he's from Argentina, same name, and he plays. He has also his voice is not that different from yours. So I'm like, what the hell?
Oh, on the fake. Yeah,
Yeah. It's
on the
Andres,
on the
Andres too.
fraud. Yeah,
I was maybe for some reason, if Keenan and Kevin, if he disappears, you can call this guy up and maybe he can replace me for a while. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a good backup plan.
Yeah, you never know. Just kidding, but so because Andres, you are the only member from the original band. That's that
yeah,
right?
yeah. Band has gone through very many different lineups, and yeah, this current lineup's been running for about a year or so, a little over a year, almost a year with Amy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, part of why we called the record Incarnate is because it's such a big leap from the last thing we put out in 2022, which was we recorded the record in 2022, or the one that came out in 22. We recorded in 21,
Yeah.
and that was when Alex, our old bass player, was heading up to Portland. He was moving to Portland during the pandemic, so we're like, we had to record everything we had, make an album out of it, and then yeah, the band kind of went into like a little bit of a slumber for a minute, but yeah, now we're back with a very different sound, very distinct sound.
Yeah, much different.
Yeah.
So how did you meet Kevin and Keenan? Did you know the guys before?
I've known Andreas for a while.
Yeah.
I met Keenan through the band, actually.
Yeah, Keenan, we met through.
Well, I was one of my best friends was roommates with the old drummer of False Figure.
Okay.
So I always I loved Castigations. I thought it was like super sick. And then when I was recording with another band, and then Greg Earhammer, who recorded them, I was like, oh, sick! You got Castigations on the wall. That record's awesome, man. And then he's like, yeah, man, too bad they can't hang on to a bass player. I didn't even realize that Alex left. So then so yeah, I was like, hit them up. I was like, dude, let me get in there. Rest is history.
Yeah.
So.
I think me and Andreas played it. Did we play in Johnny Morocco at the same time?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did that for a minute.
We were in another band together for a little bit with the old drummer of False Figure.
And then our bands had
I knew you before that though.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think False Figure played with Primary back in like 2018 or 19 or something. Or 17.
Yeah,
that was
it must have been 2017 because we were broken up by 2017.
But when did you start really the project with the name False Figure? 15, 16?
2016, I think 2016 we recorded our first little demo, and we played our first show in 2016, and then we 2017 we recorded a 7-inch and put that out. It was like a little single basically, and then 2018 was the first 12-inch, but not really a full length. It's like still an EP basically, but
is that
we got
the 6 songs? 6 songs.
Yeah, the 6-song one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we really just started in 2016. Really, kind of started playing shows there around late 2016.
So Kevin, what?
Yes, sir.
What made you pick up the guitar as your preferred instrument?
let's see. I started playing guitar. My uncle was like a guitar player. He was like an '80s hair rocker. He used to play in this like '80s hair band,
Oh, okay.
and I used to go over to his house all the time. And he had a BC Rich snakeskin guitar. I remember it was like snakeskin,
Oh,
and he had
yeah,
the he had a
that's
zebra print waterbed too. It
wow.
really shaped my whole to this day.
Is
But
your uncle Philly too?
yeah, he still
Wow.
lives in Philly.
You can
But
tell.
I remember I did, he had I used to go to his house when his band was practicing,
Hmm.
uh, and then I was just always pestering him about playing the guitar, how I wanted one, and then he gave me one of his spare guitars, a really shitty like Ibanez,
Ibanez,
and
yeah.
then I kind of beat that thing up for a while, and I don't know, I just got really into it. I started writing songs. I remember before I knew how to tune the guitar, so I was
Hmm.
writing all these songs in this weird like made up tuning.
Hmm.
And then I had this like fake band when I was like in like eighth or ninth grade, and then I smashed the guitar at this fake show that we played. And then I got my first real guitar, which was a Fender Strat. And
Hmm.
then yeah, I don't know. Then I started getting into punk. For me, there was an intersection where it was like I was into like skateboarding when I was younger.
Oh,
Um, I was into like skateboarding, and then it was like either I was going to be into skateboarding or into guitar. It's like I was going to be obsessed with one or the other, and I just
skateboard.
kind of went towards music, and then I was all
You
downhill from there. I
you're
started
talking
playing in
about
bands.
what is the skateboarding? Was that during the 90s, late 90s? When was this?
Yeah, that was the late 90s,
Late
98,
90s.
99.
Yeah, yeah. That's
Yeah.
when it was really.
So then I just then I started getting into punk. I went to my first punk show, and then I had the revelation that uh, that you can kind of be in a band without like playing at like a big arena. Like you can be in
Yeah,
a band with your friends and play to your friends, which I didn't
yeah,
have any idea of at the time. I
yeah,
just thought like I don't know. My first concerts were at like these big arenas, so thought that's what you had to do when you were in a band. So
yeah,
once I discovered punk and the kind of DIY ethic, it
yeah.
was just kind of all
Well,
downhill from there.
to tell you the truth, I enjoy going to small shows, not the big, large stadiums
Me,
and stuff.
me too.
I hate going there. I don't like it. I just
Seeing
don't
Kiss
enjoy
in a
it. I don't
stadium is
enjoy
pretty
it.
sick though.
I don't really enjoy it at all.
Yeah, the only good stadium band is Kiss.
Yeah, they still are. Yeah,
I've
I never saw them play, but well, I'm
seen
much
them enough
older.
for the
I'm
both
much
of us.
older than you guys, so Kiss. I remember I was in Spain when it was they became. I had no idea who they were. A friend of mine, a cousin, he lived in the U.S. and he brought cassettes from the U.S. I was still living in Spain.
Yeah,
A young,
they-
12, 13, I don't remember. And he brought a bunch of cassettes from Kiss. I had no idea who they were, but that's how I got into them. And like he brought a lot of like Sticks and the band
yeah.
Sticks and Rush and all those. But I had no idea who they were. But he got me into that kind of music. But that's how it was. But Kiss, yeah,
My
uh,
first favorite band.
yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm. Well, uh, they're very very strange. Well, I don't know. I don't mean strange. The bass player, it's a little weird to me. I don't know. Gene Simmons.
it's interesting because they're still one of my favorite bands,
Yeah,
but uh, they're kind of their ethic is couldn't be more the opposition of punk rock ethic.
yeah,
They're like the literal. It's the other side of the road.
yeah,
It's like money music with no.
yeah.
The bass player Gene Simmons will tell you himself. It's like I make music for money. That's it.
Yeah, yeah. This is in the business side of the
And
music.
if I was making music for money, I would have quit a long time ago.
Yeah. So let me ask you one more question. Did you go formally training guitar, or you like an autodidact, like you just learn by
Oh,
yourself?
I never took a lesson in my life. No, yeah,
Oh.
I just kind of taught myself. Like I said, it took me a while to figure out how to tune the guitar properly.
Hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I took a couple. My uncle, the guy that gave me the guitar, he would show me some stuff.
Hmm.
but nothing really formal. I think maybe he showed me, like, he must have taught me it. So I don't remember where I learned how to tune the guitar. Or for a while I didn't know anything other than basic like Ramones types power chords. Like I was
Right.
learning a lot of Nirvana songs.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And I spent a couple years like only knowing how to make a power chord, pretty much.
yeah.
But that's really all I needed at the time. And then I don't know,
Oh,
kind of expanded from there.
okay. That sounds good to me. What about you, Keenan? Was the bass the first instrument you ever played, or you also toy with other instruments before that?
No, bass was my first instrument. I started. I think I got my first bass. I was like 10 or something. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I wanted it over a guitar. I think at the time, like my parents got me
Yeah.
into like a lot of the music I'm into, and they were super into like punk and post punk in the 80s and shit. So I think a lot of the music they were listening to had like good bass. So I always thought it sounded really cool. It's like what I wanted to play. Also, when I was 10, I thought it'd be like a lot easier because it was four strings. I thought there was only four notes when I started. I thought it'd be like way easier. So, but
It's not that easy, is it? It's not that easy.
Depends on how you want to do
It can be. A good bass player is priceless, though. A good bass player can be like the best part of a band.
I feel
It's
like
the glue.
It's
the glue to the band, and it's like a glue.
Yeah.
Now I can see Amy. Amy's in the back,
Here.
and nobody's blocking her from
Yeah.
They were talking about the Guild Theater show.
Yeah,
I couldn't see. I didn't know who was playing the
You're not
drums.
the only one to say that. My parents were there too. They're like, "Why you put her right there?"
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, "Hey, we didn't do it."
Yeah, we did.
Interview or just that?
No, for the show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, it's the video. I saw the video and I couldn't see you. You know.
Well, the record release show too. There was Amy was stuck behind the wall.
Oh yeah.
I have to. So
we need a drum riser.
Not that light.
I get a fan.
Oh, that would be sick.
So
we play with a bunch of backing lights now that we have on stage, right? We have like a floor package, and then we just use like the house stuff. And we have like our look dialed pretty well, but all the lights are kind of behind us, so it kind of makes us glow. It looks really cool. And I have this big bar light that's pointed up at Amy, and like in theory, it should work, and she should be like illuminated and like kind of backlit, and like have the other like. I think what it is
put it in front of me.
I can put it like under the kit and just have it point up at you.
Yeah.
When we get blind.
We haven't dialed in the fog yet. Our fog is kind of crazy.
Still, we're not trying.
You're still working on it. Seems like to me.
Yeah.
So how do you feel, Amy? Being part of this band? Are you happy with these people, or like some of them are like?
No, it's great.
Tolerates it.
Yeah,
you could tolerate these people for a couple hours at least, right?
We get 2 hours.
I hope so.
Actually, obligated to hang out.
Yeah.
Do you guys hang out together once in a while, or just because you're close by? So
yeah, we haven't really. I mean, we're down, but
really good.
I feel like all of us are like, you always have to go to work and shit.
Yeah,
you know. I feel like it's kind of nice doing like, you know, it's like your band practice. It's like, okay, we're gonna hang out.
Yeah.
Every week we have to hang out for like 2 hours.
You have to. You have no choice.
So
now you got a real drummer now, right?
Yeah. More fun.
The real thing.
Yeah.
Little box.
Yeah.
So Amy, and you're probably playing other bands, right? Prior joining these guys, right?
Yeah, right now I have this other project called Canale. It's like a kind of crusty post-metal screamo. A couple other trans girls. I'm excited about it.
Yeah. So did they call you? How do you get into the band?
Keenan hit me up on Instagram.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I played like a show with like his old band.
Yeah, both of our old bands played together one time.
Yeah.
Okay. And I was like, damn, this drummer's sick.
Yeah. I had like taken a break because I like hurt my back for a bit, and so it was like didn't have any projects. So yeah, it was good. And like, there's a lot of stuff about this band is like kind of like creative itches that I've had for years that I haven't really had a project to like kind of. So it's really
yeah.
been.
Well, all you guys playing other bands. I don't know if some of you. I don't know if Kina, are you playing in any other bands right now, or you doing
yeah,
projects?
I have a few other bands. I have like a traditional heavy metal band called Cobweb, and then like playing like a few like black metal bands too that are mostly like studio projects. So don't really have live commitment for those.
Can you tell me who's this lady, Lila Abdul Rauf? Is she part of a band?
She's been around Oakland for a long time. She plays in this death metal band Vastum. She's dope. She has a really sick solo career thing. So she has it's very cool. It's kind of hard to describe. It's almost like a almost super dark ambient cinematic, almost like a looking at Coil or like a little Cocktail vibes, but like very cinematic and like dark. But yeah, she's super cool.
She seems very interesting too. Maybe I'll get in touch with her.
Yeah, no, she's very cool. I met her up in Seattle, even though she's from the Bay Area. Like a band I used to be in, Cartilage, played with her. And then we became friends. So I actually recorded some loot for her new album that just came out. So yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, I saw her name and I was like trying to find something about her.
Yeah,
she's interesting, very interesting.
She's like a super rad musician. She's like, I think she was also in Cardinal Worm, which is like a kind of a funeral doom kind of thing. Very prolific, but totally rad person and awesome musician.
Okay. Well, not like you guys. I'm not trying to say that your band is much worse than the other. But Andres, are you you're not the youngest? Well, I don't know who the youngest guy is, but can you tell me a little bit about your childhood and how you music got into you and your early life as a teenager or something?
Yeah. So my dad's a musician, and all my dad's relative. I mean, not by trade, he just plays music. And that was so growing up. I had a lot of people playing music in the house. My dad and his brothers. They're from Mexico, but they play traditionally like Indian folk music. So like if you're familiar with like Los Jaricas or like Los Incas and like kind of pan flute. So they used to they used to do concerts, them and the brothers and some of their friends, like 8 to 9 people, kind of an ensemble thing, where they wear like the Andean like serapes. I don't know what they're called specifically down there, but it's like the big serape kind of thing, and they play the pan flutes and they play essentially covers, and they had maybe a couple originals, but yeah, a lot of Andean folk music is kind of what I earliest music listening experience. But I was also exposed to like a lot of other. My dad liked the Rolling Stones and a lot of like rock and roll, early rock and roll U2 in the 80s, and so I grew up with a lot of like contemporary rock music. And then as I got a bit older, I think I was like 12 years old. I got my first guitar. I was like one of those like Squire Strats. It was the Strat pack, back in the day.
That was my first bass. The Squire.
Yeah, so
it comes with the amp, right? Does it come with like a practice
amp?
It's
a little 15-watt Champion. Yeah. So and Fender,
God bless,
genius.
Squire,
they really got so many kids playing music, man, because that was really the most expensive and cheapest way to get in. So I started playing guitar then and there, and it took me a long time to feel confident enough to mess around. Me and my cousins would play guitar. We'd play in bands together. My cousin had drums, my other cousin had a bass. So we would just like jam and try to learn covers together. And then in high school, I joined a band for a short while, very short-lived grindcore band. Then our drummer disappeared. He just stopped showing up to school and never saw him again. And then then it wasn't until like I moved out here. I moved to the city when I was 18, and I didn't have a practice space for a while. So it took a couple of years to start a band. I think I didn't start until like 22 or 23, and then it was kind of a short-lived, kind of garagey punk band. And then False Figures started right after that. And I was kind of feeling out a couple people before that, I think, too. But Yeah, this has been the one band I've been in for the longest time. I've been in a couple things. I've started a couple other bands. I was in a band called Adrenochrome in 2017 till about 2020 when everyone moved to Portland. 2021 actually. Alex, the old bass player of False Figure, was also the bass player in Adrenochrome, and his wife at the time, Brienne, our friend, was the drummer of that band, and they both moved to Portland. So when he moved, all of my bands here stopped basically. So. But Adrenochrome, we never broke up, so we might play a show at some point in the future. But yeah, then I've joined in as like a hired gun for Friends fans since then. A couple things here and there. Tried to start a couple bands in the meantime. I'm working on some stuff. I have like a bunch of half-done demos and projects on my computer, but nothing really super substantial. Yeah, False Figure is still kicking, so.
So what about the writing and the lyrics? Did you always write the songs? Are you the main lyricist?
Yeah, I write the lyrics, and I usually write the lyrics kind of like piecemeal, and then it's like, we got to record that. When it's time to record the song, I'll usually kind of go back in and like polish everything off, But I typically will write all the stuff for it. I'll write all my pieces for it, the lyrics and the vocal lines to it too, and just it's like the part that I don't dislike it, but it's the most challenging to me because I have like a very specific, like I'm very picky when it comes to lyrics. Like I feel like it's really easy to make it really bad and corny and like not meaningful. But like when you write a song that has like a really powerful loaded message and you're using like metaphor really, really well, it flows really well. I think it's like, that's kind of what I want to go for. And it's tricky to land there. It's like writing it's like writing any kind of prose or poetry or whatever. Right. It takes a little bit of practice. It takes a lot more, a little bit of craft to it.
Do the other band members, do they have anything any inputs in your lyrics? Or do you show it to them or not?
I'll show it to them if I'm like the last couple songs that we wrote. I think I like passed the lyrics, especially for Say Nothing. I was like, hey, we kind of wrote that song like pretty quickly. And then I wrote the lyrics pretty quick, and I was like, hey, this is what I'm kind of thinking. And I was like, pretty stoked on like attaching a meaning to that song. And I shared it with everybody to kind of just be on the same page of like, yeah, this is what the song's going to be about, I think.
It's like a call to action, that kind of song. It's like
more or less. It's a bit of an homage to specifically referencing the Irish independence movement, we'll call it.
The IRA?
But it's also draws parallel to kind of what we're experiencing here with this, state repression and police violence that's, been historically active here in the United States, especially lately. So yeah, it was a very poignant piece.
You could write a lot of songs regarding our state of.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Great songs right now. Actually,
so many songs you can write right now.
Yeah.
Oh well. So I guess you write about what you write is just what you feel. It's your emotions. Sometimes it's poetic, a little poetic, but a lot of symbolism and yeah.
I like to make the songs. Like I like to make this band a bit more. Like I don't like writing the songs entirely just like on me. It's like I'm not that interesting. Like I'm probably the least interesting person on the planet. So apologies.
I don't think so.
But
I've seen more people that really they're not that interesting.
So I think when it comes to writing stuff, I like to make it relatable. So it's like I write a lot more. I don't write a lot of love songs. I write a lot of heartbreak songs because I feel like everyone, there's two things that kind of most people can relate to, and that's love songs, of course, but heartbreak songs hit you a lot harder. Also, the heartbreak and police repression, state repression, like misery. It's sad. Everywhere. Yeah, it's at the base, at the core of it. It's still sad bastard music, and that's like really like how like that is what False Figure sounds like. But But yeah, I like to make things feel relatable.
Can you be happy to write a song, or you have to be really in a pissed off mood to write a song?
I think it has to be a little bit. I mean, the music itself is like it's so sad, you know. It's
I won't write any good music if I'm happy.
Nah.
yeah, exactly.
Cannot write any good music.
Outside, I'm not playing guitar, you know.
Yes, exactly.
If it's too sunny and you're on the beach, it's impossible for you to write a song.
Yeah. Of course, they wrote all the songs already, so it's pretty happy songs.
Yeah.
I can fucking keep writing forever, man.
Well, I cannot listen to your music under a palm tree either. You know what I'm saying? I cannot listen to your music under a palm tree or in the beach.
Yeah,
That's not the right.
So maybe
I don't think you have any palm trees in New Jersey, so
No, only fake, only the fake trees. You know,
yeah.
you go to like a restaurant and they got the fake palm
Yeah,
trees.
exactly.
And yeah.
So, Jose, you're from España, right?
I'm from Spain. Yeah.
Spain.
Yeah, España.
Where in Spain are you from?
I'm from the northwest part. It's like Portugal, right on top.
Right on top. Okay. All
Yeah.
I was gonna say from so speaking of sad bastard music, Decima Victima. Are you familiar with that band from there?
Decima Victima? No,
Decima
I don't.
Victima. They were a band. They were two Spaniards and two Swedes. The two Swedes were brothers, and they had played this total sad bastard music. It's the most beautiful. It's very depressing, but it's this guy Jose as well. Actually, I can't remember his last name.
Yeah.
Very, very great band. Check them out. They're from the early '80s. They only put out a couple records. They only were active for about 3-4 years, or maybe less than that. But just very, very sad, beautiful post-punk. And the guy Jose is, very kind of not demure. What's the word? Just very kind of sad, very uncontrolled. There's a lot of like melancholy in the voice, but it's very beautiful at the same time. The guitar, everything else around it, it's very haunting.
Well, from where I'm from, Galicia, there are a lot of doom metal bands that I know.
Oh, really? From Galicia? Yeah. Oh, Galicia, yeah. Cool.
And they play also, a lot of like a mixed with Celtic music.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, wow.
We have a lot of the Basques, the Vasco, yeah.
Yeah, so there's a lot of that mixed up with that. Yeah. I mean, I go there every day. I wish. every year. I mean, I'm going next month.
Oh, nice, cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I'll be traveling over
The
there.
weather over there, I heard it's like very much like Portland, where it's just cloudy, overcast.
Yeah, Galicia is always like rainy and a lot of fog. It's like being in Ireland, and Scotland. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the summer is not that bad.
Yeah.
Well, I think it would be good for you guys to go in the winter time. You're gonna write a lot of songs if you go over there.
I have a couple really good friends in País Vasco. One of my friends Juanma has been there forever. He's never left the country except for years ago.
And the Basque Country, there are a lot of punk bands.
Yeah.
Plenty.
A lot of great ones. Yeah.
Yeah, because when I did my research about, I don't know, I read somewhere that you were influenced by, I don't know if this is right, by the French cold wave.
Yeah.
The shoegaze, right? British shoegaze. And then I heard Spanish, La Movida. I'm like, what is he talking about? He's talking about Madrid in the 80s or late 80s.
Yeah.
Because there were a lot of goth bands, like gothic bands at that time in Spain and Madrid. There's like Parálisis Permanente. That's
exactly,
went
on to do her kind of more pop thing, but that whole scene. I mean, Décima Víctima, El Último Sueño, were like stuff that I was like really into, and so actually even during the pandemic, I did another band for a short while. It's on Discogs, but I'm not credited to it yet for some reason. I can't get my name on it. I did a band called Nuevo Cuerpo, and Nuevo Cuerpo is like kind of a solo dark wave, more electronic sounding, an EP that's very, 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 very kind of influenced by the Spanish post-punk, as well as kind of the more modern, like Russian post-punk sounding stuff that's kind of coming out in the last few years. But I mean, as a band collectively, I think we're all really influenced by a lot of sounds from the late 80s. In the early 90s, Asylum Party is one of our favorite bands. Keenan and I talk obsessively.
Yeah, for sure.
Just nerds about. And I mean, we did it. We paid an homage to them in this record and did a cover of Julia from their first from the first release that they did. It's a very, very much kind of want to play. I mean, you can't reinvent the wheel, obviously, but we want to kind of just kind of carry on in that legacy and play to that level of pop music, essentially, right? Because at the end of the day, it's still very catchy, but it's catchy music for sad bastards. Again, just like back to the
yeah. Tell me about the album. It has 11 tracks, but there are like 2 tracks that are like just the intro and like
Yep. So we were doing this like when we were playing with the drum machine, we had to kind of adjust to that. And so what we would do to kind of give ourselves like tuning breaks,
like go observe.
we do like little like 30-second breaks
Yeah.
where we knew that we had 30 seconds to troubleshoot whatever problem we were having. And then it was once we step on that pedal, man, it's going.
Yeah, that's the original way we did it. Was like the entire set was just like one
track.
This
is
like there's no going back.
Yeah, so. 26 minutes later is when you're free again. So we gave ourselves these little breaks. So I composed some like I have a little D-6 synth, and I was just like kind of coming up with some like just little interlude tracks for it, more or less. And I kind of wanted to like carry that. It was more just like a breaking into it, because it's like if you don't want to have like a 1, 2, 3, 4 count to like start the whole set, it sounds kind of weird. But if you do a little set before that, it kind of takes the ears off of that, and if someone's focusing on that, you don't really necessarily hear the 4 count, and then you come right into the band. So yeah,
I mean, if I don't know the band, if I just listen to the intro, I don't know what I'm gonna expect. I'm like, it could be anything.
Yeah, it's also kind of like back in the day, I feel like albums were like kind of a more of a theoretical thing, right? Where like you put something on and like it's a whole package deal. It's like it's all kind of a cohesive piece. And I kind of wanted to, it was doing the record like that again is like kind of, I think, was one of like our objectives, is to like have it be this like cohesive single piece of music. And so you have the intro bit that you kind of touch again on the end of side A, and then it leads again onto Fields of Woe. That's kind of like brings the synth back in. And so it's very it was just like kind of a little holdover from the past that we felt had a place.
Amy, can you play all the songs, or which songs do you know how to play? All of them? They're not that hard, right?
One's off the album. I mean, I like stuck mostly to like the drum machine parts, and it was kind of a challenge that I kind of wanted to do.
She's a much better drummer than I am.
If I could have like written like parts, I just like still
she would have written better.
Play exactly.
Yeah,
it was fun.
It's fun. You prefer playing the live shows than practicing? Do you feel like?
I like both.
You like both?
I like playing drums. So
is that something you do every day, or like 3-4 times every day?
Yeah, probably every day.
Yeah. You also guys play guitars and bass and every day? No.
I try to pick my guitar up every day. Yeah, there's some days where I don't, and I feel like bad about it. My room right now is not really set up the best for music yet either, because I have all these cables kind of going everywhere. My guitar stuff's just in this corner, and but I try to just, at least without the that it plugged in, I'll still play and just kind of write some riffs on my bed or something.
You, Kevin, also play guitar every day?
Yeah, I play every day. Yeah, I find myself playing every day with an acoustic guitar or something. I inevitably end up, through insomnia or whatever, I end up playing my guitar every day, pretty much.
Well, what about before going to the show? Before playing a show, do you practice a little bit, or you just go, or you just play a little bit?
I don't make a conscious effort to. No. I'm sure I have played before, but I don't feel like I need to. Usually before a show, we'll have made it a point to practice pretty good before the show. So, like as a band.
How long does it take you guys to set up your on stage, more or less? 20 minutes?
Like 20 minutes?
Not a little less than that. Well, yeah, changeovers take a little bit less, I think. So, yeah, we wait about 5 minutes for the last band to get off stage, and then it takes about 10, 15 tops for us to get set up, ready to go. Because we're usually, most, shows are usually pretty set up for the most part. Like, we'll have all our stuff kind of blocked on stage already anyway. And then, we'll just, go in, plug in, and then turn stuff on, and, we're ready to roll. So we're pretty quick.
Do you travel all together, or you just go? you drive all in a vehicle, or is everybody just
Yeah,
shows up different
we put a
times?
couple
Different
games
times.
on.
I mean, I'm always late.
Yeah, we have so we don't have a van, so everyone's just, I don't have a car either, so we all use our personal vehicles, and I'll either get a ride with Keenan. All the merch and stuff lives here at my house, and the lights live here, so Keenan's got to come pick me up, and then we load up his car, then we go to our practice space and load up our amps. And then Amy usually has her own car for her drums, and so it's like, and Kevin's got a truck, so we can sometimes fit most of the stuff in Kevin's truck, but it's just yeah, we're renting a van for this next tour next week.
Yeah, I see you got a couple days. Well, some 5 or 6 days, I think. When you go to see other bands play shows, do you just go for the enjoyment of seeing them, or you just want to see how their technique, what they do, how they move on stage, or everything all together?
Yeah, I don't know. I've never thought of the band for technique. I just go with that.
Just enjoyment, really.
Just enjoyment.
I mean, usually both. If I'm like,
I mean, it's
like
cool.
a band, I'm like,
it's
cool. I mean, like you see a band and I say, man, this guitarist is free. Something is wrong with him. Or you don't pay attention.
How bands do it, if it's a band that you like, see how they do things, always kind of cool, Or it's good to just go and like get inspiration from other bands, especially with like live stuff that's not specifically the music, because it's all, like how they're setting things up, like what equipment they're using, like their lights and everything. It's like that kind of stuff is kind of good to go see how other people are doing it.
Tell me about the album Incarnate. When was it recorded and mixed and everything? It was recorded at Atomic Recordings.
Right.
Yeah, so we tracked it in May. And
almost exactly a year ago. I think.
Yeah. And then
you just sat on it for a while? Is that how?
No, we got it mixed and mastered. I think we had it like done by like July, and then we kind of sat on it for a minute because we were trying to see if someone wanted to put it out for us, and then we were kind of reaching out to some slightly bigger labels, mostly just for publicity's sake, right? Because they have all labels do these days. And then me and Kevin dropped off, but me and Kevin decided, hey man, when it comes down to it, it's like I do a lot of other kind of music stuff on the kind of the back end. The one thing I've never done is do like a label and distro and stuff like that. So I'll just, what if we just do it ourselves and just fucking, this band already has a little bit of a following, so it's not going to be that hard to distribute through our other channels. We sold out the last record, and we just wanted to, try our hand at doing it ourselves. So. So I mean, so far it's been kind of a cool experience. Definitely, weird. I'm learning a little bit more about the music world, and it's at the end of the day, it's all payola.
I understand.
Business side is kind of like the one part that I really hate about music. You have an album that you're stoked on, and you send like 1,000 emails out to try to see if a label will turn on. Like just nobody even opens your emails. So it's kind of like.
I understand. Well, I'm not a musician. I don't play in a band or anything, but it's more or less just like me sending emails to different artists and bands. Sometimes I just don't even pay attention. I don't get anything, no response. So
at the end of the day, it's like I don't want to chase the algorithm or like placate the algorithm or whatever. I don't really like. I'm at the point in my life where like I just don't care anymore. Like I would just rather. Hey, I wrote some songs. If you're into it, cool. If you're not into it, cool. It's like I think we as a band, we just like playing music.
You just write for you first, and if the public likes it and enjoys it,
I got $200 to like get it out there, but it's like we don't want to be making like reels and shit.
Exactly.
If you want, I don't know, whatever. If you're a band, you want to do that route, it's like that's totally cool. I'm not hating on it, but it's just not really like our thing. We just want to do the music and then.
Well, I don't know much about you guys' social life or social because you don't tell me if you go to the hardware store or anything like that. If you are, I don't know. Like some people, they want to show everything. You guys don't really care about that.
No. Yeah, I'm very, especially in the last few years, I've just been like taking a huge backseat to social media. Like, and it shows. I feel like our, the Instagram gods are like. They found out that we're a band. So they do this thing. They find out you're a band, and then they suppress you because they want you to pay.
Yeah, I know.
Will pay for advertisements. They're most likely to.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
so we're playing that game now, and I'm not giving them any money.
Yeah,
we hate Meta.
I feel like it's like the social media aspect is like a necessary evil at this point, where it's like,
yeah, it's getting worse, I think.
it's like that's how everybody lives on their phones. But if I could fucking like throw my phone off a bridge and like never see it again, I would be so happy.
It's getting worse for me because I'm like, you should get more views, you should get more, and I don't want to spend. I'm fucking sending with this channel. I don't care. I don't. I mean, I enjoy talking to the bands and the artists, and that's all I do. That's all I care. I don't go making a life out of this. I just tell my wife, you want me to cut the grass? You want me to cut the grass? I can. I have to do an interview. So that's a reason to just do something else, but it's not how it is. But just tell me, because I listen to all the albums, the ones you publish, the Castigations. That was the first album I listened to. And then I listened to the EP, that you mentioned, 2018.
Oh yeah.
Big difference in the way you guys are moving right now. The other album was a heavier feel, I think, more post-punk feel, or more heavier layer music. I don't know how to say it, but much different than this one, right?
Yeah. So that EP is Promised End was the first 2 tracks on that one was kind of the end of the era of the last release, because we had kind of written the first 2 songs right after we recorded the first 12-inch. And then the last 2 songs were kind of the direction we were going, The Gates and specifically Sanctuary. So Sanctuary kind of feel like set the tone for how Castigations was going to sound. And then Castigations was a lot more of like that kind of sound with songs like Samsara or Plexus. And then Sadist Command, I think, is the one that like is, kind of more kind of a middle ground of like, it's sad, but it has a lot of energy, and it's still a little bit, it's a little bit more restrained, but it has still like a lot of groove to it. And that was kind of the direction that we were kind of already going in Castigations. But remember, Castigations, we wrote those songs in 2019. So that was
right.
So we recorded in 2020 because we had to wait till we were going to record in April of 2020. So we didn't record that until April of 2021.
Why didn't you record in April 2020?
Unfortunately, our friend who's the engineer on that recorded out of his house, so no recording was being done for a while. So the following year, we recorded in the giant space at Great American Music Hall, and we had some more safe. It was more safe around there. And then and I was singing all the way on the other end of the hall. It was funny. But then Castigations, we recorded that in April 2021. That didn't come out until November of 2022. So the band was just at a glacier pace at that point, and so kind of trying to come back again and be active, and it's hard. We did a big US tour in 2018 when the first record came out, and then with Alex's old band, Cruz and Navajas from Mexico City, also a Mecano reference.
Mecano?
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, Cruz and Navajas.
Cruz and Navajas, yeah.
And then we did a couple little West Coast. We didn't do the East Coast at all. Holy shit. We haven't, so we're
you guys haven't been around this area yet.
Oh, no, we're booking, so we're going to book something for August. We're going out there for Skullfest in August, end of August in Pittsburgh. But Pittsburgh. We're doing something. We're starting probably over in Boston, and we're going to do about 5 days or so over on the East Coast on our way over to Pittsburgh. So should be cool. Yeah, we're still in the planning stages.
Right.
We'll get something working hopefully pretty soon, and then we'll be out there with our friends' bands. New Skeletal Faces will be on the road with us too. So some friends from San Diego.
Well, if you get a little closer, I'll go and check you guys out.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about New Brunswick possibly as a. So if
New Brunswick is really close.
Yeah, we'll probably be there. Yeah, if we
that'd be great.
Then it's hard over there. I know they have a hardcore scene there. I don't know how well we'd be accepted there. This kind of music, but
well, you can even Newark. There is a place. QXTs. I don't know if you ever heard of it, but they play a lot of dark wave and goth music over there.
Oh, really? Okay.
All bands are like goth and dark wave music. Most of
Oh,
them.
okay. Yeah. Well, yeah. I'll hit you up about that later on in an email, and maybe I get someone's contact.
Yeah. They really cool bands. Like, I don't mean like, I don't know. There is also like a festival next month at Dark Fest. It's
Oh,
like
cool.
in a hotel. And it's like 30 something bands playing in the
Oh, Jesus.
mostly like goth and dark wave also, most of them. They
Yeah.
play 3 days in the hotel, in a Hilton hotel. It's like a castle from the
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah.
It's a cool place. I went a couple times.
Cool.
Yeah. So
good,
yeah, it would be great to see you guys. I'll just sit in the back, because I'm like an introvert. I don't want to be seen much, so I just sit.
Oh,
In
no,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm very introverted.
So, well, to tell you the truth, I probably like. I don't know which. This album, Incarnate, is probably the one I like the most. I don't know, right now. Especially the first song, intro and interlude. Those are my favorite. No, just kidding.
Me too.
You wrote those two, Jose. Yeah, that was
No. I like original sing, and original sing is one of my favorites. And Say Nothing, like you mentioned before, that one. And Flowers in Bloom is the more catchy one, I guess. Of all of them.
Yeah, that was very very so we wrote that song actually. It was with our old lineup. It was me, the old drummer, and the old bass player. Me and the bass player had gone to go see The Cure.
Okay.
We came back to practice, and then I just kind of came up with that guitar riff, and we were just like, we're just kind of messing around, like doing like Robert Smith inflection in his voice, and that kind of was just like, that was pretty good. Let's actually work on that seriously.
Yeah. My wife likes it.
Yeah.
She doesn't. She's not like into punk or hardcore or post punk or anything like that. But I always, I do that. Before I interview anybody, I show her their last recording of songs, and she doesn't know much about that, but she likes that song.
That's good.
Something to it.
There's something for everybody on this record.
Yeah, something. Favorite Game is one of my favorite also.
Oh, really? Cool.
Yeah. It's a lot of tension on that in that song, I guess. So I like that song also. But I guess Mr. Keenan.
I know
Kevin got lost in space. Yeah, but that's fine. He already told me a lot. That's for sure. Yeah. So I see you guys are playing at least five. You're going to be in Portland, is that right? Oregon?
Yeah, next show's going to be in Portland in a couple weeks. We'll be up to
May 7th, I think, right?
May 7th, yeah. It's going to be our first show of tour, and then we'll be, we do Portland,
Washington, is that right? In Washington, Tacoma?
Tacoma too, right?
Yeah,
Tacoma,
Olympia, and then
Olympia, LA.
Yeah, LA and San Diego. So yeah,
San Diego.
Yeah. Short little trip, but it'll be pretty fun.
Yeah. How many songs usually you play on each show?
About 25 or so.
7 songs.
Yeah, was it like 6-7 songs or something like that?
Yeah.
And are they from their last album? How many songs you play?
We play all of everything except for we play Sadist Lament from the last record, and then everything else is the new on the new record. So yeah.
Did you bring your merchandise with you? Do you have a?
Oh yeah. We actually we have another shirt coming in too, and a long sleeve again. Finally, we've been sitting on long sleeves for a while. I've been out of long sleeves for a while. So yeah, we're kind of low on the short sleeves again. I have just the long sleeves coming in, and then we're gonna do another run of short sleeves after this run kind of burns through. So yeah, we always try to keep some shirts, at least one design on hand, and then 2 ideally is cool. And that just helps kind of keep the gas tank full.
Yeah.
What about that limited edition vinyl run that you had the 200?
The two colors. Yeah.
Are they gone, or they still you have some left?
Oh, we still got them. Yeah, we did a very limited run of tapes.
Cassettes. Yeah.
Yeah. The Summer Darling tapes in Germany is doing our tapes over there. So we have some. So people, and actually I sent some records over there too. So our European fans can buy records and not have to pay the $25 of shipping fee. So Yeah, we have some distro over in Europe, and then very little tape distro over here because we only did like a small run of like 100 tapes. And then I have, yeah, the record we did 2 colorways, 250 of the blue marble, and then 250 of this like smoke marble. And right now the blues, we're about halfway through the blue, so yeah, I think we're pretty cooked. Yeah, so get it now. Like you can.
Yeah.
You might have it for a while. We might have it for a while. So I don't know if someone wants them. So yeah.
Do you guys listen to cassette music? To cassettes, or it just
Oh, yeah, I love
you love cassettes?
Yeah,
I see them I see them on the shelf, but you know, I don't know if they're for decoration or something. I don't know. You know, I probably got like 500 cassettes to tell you the truth.
We got War and Pain.
Yeah, I got Boy Button there.
Yeah, dude. I love cassettes. Cassettes are kind of like my favorite.
Yeah.
I have a bunch of records too, but I mean, I love like, you know, I have like a boombox in the kitchen and I have like a boombox in the garage. So you just take your cassette tape and go do dishes or whatever.
Yeah, I got a lot, but not here. Here, most of them are in Spain because when I moved to Spain and I brought a container with all my stuff to Spain. I had vinyl and cassettes and CDs, even some 8-tracks I had.
Cool.
So I still have them, but when I go now for vacation, I just bring a couple of vinyl and a couple of cassettes and CDs because I cannot fit anything, you know. I'm not going to bring a container back here. It's too much money. But yeah, I listen to cassettes, you know. I really enjoy it myself. But, you know, that was the first thing I ever bought music wise was like cassette, you know, the first thing. I had a cassette player, really bad one too. My grandfather gave it to me. I live in a small town. It was like only one speaker, you know. It was really crappy. But, you know, I bought my first cassette. It was a Bob Dylan cassette. Bob Dylan from the 60s. It was really, I really hated it. I say spend all my money in the cassette. Later on I started to like it, but first of all because it was like acoustic and the first songs that he ever played, I couldn't understand what the hell he was talking about and the way he was singing them. And the guitar wasn't like nothing for me. It's like it's like acoustic, but that was the first cassette, and I was really bad. I was like, man, I spent all my money in this cassette. That was bad. And like, but then I kept it, and then you know, once I started going, you know, I said it's not that bad. You know, the lyrics are good. Yeah. that's how I started with the Bob Dylan cassette. But you know, I'm more like 70s, 60s, and 70s music. That's what I really enjoyed when I was like a little kid. You know, that's all I listened to. You know, like the Zombies and like early the Rolling Stones and David Bowie 70s and stuff like that. That's what I.
Yeah. I mean, it was for a long time. So I felt like a lot of the punk world was putting out mostly tapes because it was very cheap. They were like $1 to produce for the most part. You could do it yourself. From NAC was like the big company here, and everyone had, you know, everyone's car at the time had a tape deck. So cassettes always just lived in people's cars, and I remember people.
Beautiful for me.
This is, you know, like, I need, you know, you guys are good. I'm listening to you guys again. Put it in
the easiest like
DIY. You know, and I was listening to the radio stations in Spain. You know, radio stations, they didn't play much rock, but there was like a special hours where they played rock, and I used to record, you know, the programs, and that's when you find out about you know, the Who. I didn't know who the hell the Who was, or you know, rockabilly from the United States. I'm like, what the, you know, like that's how I got into the rock, just because of a radio show that they had playing for like an hour every day. But you know, I don't know what I'm talking about that stuff, but sorry, I'm just music, I guess. But all these the records. I mean, the best place to get in touch with you guys is going to Bandcamp, I guess, right?
Yeah, Bandcamp or email. I think our email's up there too. If you send a message on Instagram, I usually see it too. It might take a couple days to get back to you, but I'll see it. Yeah, just, you know, send a line wherever. Bandcamp, Instagram, Gmail.
Yeah,
I'll read it, and falsefigure@gmail.com is our is our best contact.
That's
So
my contact. Yeah. And it's a couple of videos on YouTube. Have you have any plans of making any videos right now? Or no, nothing.
we did a
Super good for the
couple.
album, right?
Yeah. I think we were gonna do something really cool for Say Nothing, but it was just logistically it was gonna be really challenging. So,
we had a whole
Yeah,
thing planned that was kind of unrealistic.
Yeah, if someone wants to give us $10,000,
You're asking too much.
Full
Can you
video.
do it with like $500? Not,
yeah, you
and
know,
an iPhone, and that's it. You know.
yeah, exactly.
Well, a lot of bands they use just an iPhone to make. You need a lot of imagination, and you can do a really cool video with an iPhone. You know.
I work for I work as a PA for like this company that couple companies that do, so we do commercials. All these commercials are being shot on iPhones because they're for like Instagram Reels or TikTok Reels.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy where the world is kind of turning into. I don't know. It's just scary, man. I like wide, big format, movie kind of stuff, cinematic stuff. I think whatever commercials are, who cares? But yeah, those are apparently now the new standards.
So besides playing music and practicing and doing your the other job you got, what else do you guys do? Like go see movies? Are you into sports or anything? Or you really look like you're in good shape, Andres. I don't. And
I used to be a cyclist.
Yeah, you look like you do some stuff.
Yeah, I ride bicycles. I ride motorcycles. I shoot guns.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's kind of it. I'm home a lot. My girlfriend and I will play like Zelda together. Play video games lately too. It's been a cold winter. But yeah, I like to hang out outside. I don't hang out outside as much. I was a big cyclist for a very long time in my life. I still try to go out more. I'm in less of a good habit because a lot of my friends, we've all gotten older. It's hard, but I was getting out there. Playing music and I don't know, just kind of it. Read a little. I used to read a lot more, but
you do a lot of reading, non-fiction books, or more like fiction.
Yeah, a bit more nonfiction. I try to read a lot of fiction. I try to read fiction just so I can be less miserable.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'll read like 3 terrible nonfiction books back to back and go like,
angry.
I need to stop. I've learned too much about the CIA.
Yeah.
What about checking other bands? Do you see what's going on in the music business, or you don't really pay much attention?
Nowadays, I feel like I watch more. I'm more interested in modern punk bands than I am modern post-punk right now. There's not a whole lot of stuff that I'm super into. There's still so much music, undiscovered music to me from the past. So I'll go and I'll kind of rediscover something, or I'll listen to a record I haven't heard from a band I know, and just kind of like see what the first wave of something was, right? So that's kind of what I'm more interested in, and then I'll kind of I'm aware of bands that are kind of happening now. That's kind of in the vein of certain stuff. I've been on a big slow crust kick again lately. So listening to a lot of Amoebics, a lot of Axe Grinder, a lot of like Burning Spirit style, like Japanese hardcore of that era, like Death style. I've been really into this band called Crude from Japan that my friend Suhas turned me on to. They are from the late 90s to the 2000s is when the first record came out. But they're just like ripping, almost like it's Burning Spirit style hardcore. So that means it's like Burning Spirits was like the kind of like metal punk, Japanese metal punk that happened in the late 80s, early 90s, like Death Side and Forward. And so there's a lot of bands in that vein. Crude was a kind of a shorter lived band from I'm not sure where. But they're just so like uplifting, really, really, really powerful, like super just like or pentatonic scale kind of hardcore stuff. It's just flying, ripping. It's so good.
It's Crude, like CRUDE, Crude.
CRUDE, and I think they have a record called Immolation. I just bought it on Discogs. It was like $12. The Immolation, it was a compilation. I can't remember. I was just listening to it a couple weeks ago. But yeah, they're super fantastic. But yeah, just kind of, I don't know, I'll kind of bounce around on taste every once in a while. Mostly, I've been listening to a lot more hardcore and punk lately than I have Sad stuff. But I'll still, listening to a lot of Decima Victima, especially lately. It's been a few years.
I gotta check them out.
Yeah, man, they're fantastic. Them, Parálisis Permanente is another we're actually we might do that.
I was gonna interview the female singer. Her name is Ana Curra.
Yeah,
Ana Curra.
She was gonna play in Oakland 2020. I was gonna roadie for her. I was so she
Get
was
out of here, yeah.
Yes, man, I'm so bummed. 2020 broke.
Oh man,
if the pandemic had not happened, we would have had completely different lives. That would have
different.
We would have been married.
She's amazing. Now. She's amazing. I really enjoy her.
She's oh my god, she's really cool. She played a couple punk fests here in 2018 in LA that historically went terribly. Maybe it was 2017. Berserk Town. Yeah. My friend I threw a chair to someone because they tried to cut off his set. Yeah. Really funny story. Berserk Town, LA.
Well, when you mention Alaska, I really enjoy some of her music, but she's a horrible person.
Oh, I saw something today that made me so mad.
It's horrible. The husband is a piece of man.
Yeah. No,
but he's really bad. Both are really bad. Music wise are okay, but
yeah, I know. I listened to her in what was the band she was in? Caca Deluxe.
Caca Deluxe. Yeah.
Yeah. So them,
Fangoria. She played Fangoria also. No?
Oh, Fangoria. Yeah. Fangoria and what was the other one?
Alaska y Dinarama.
Pegamoides.
Alaska y los Pegamoides. I still have a single. I have a single that they put out when they started with the signatures, all the band.
Really cool.
Yeah, really old, but
yeah,
I really enjoy them. But her politics and
she's awful. After Dinarama, it was like over. It's like
and then the music was really bad.
The band was just I heard she was just an awful person.
Yeah, he's awful.
Ana Curra though.
Man, Ana Curra is just the opposite.
Always. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, she's fantastic. Love her. I hope we get to meet her one day. Hope she still gets a play. So
yeah. So Amy, what did you listen to? What bands are catching your attention nowadays? So you don't really care much about them. You just your own drums and playing drums and that's it.
I mean, like recently, I've been like feeling a lot of stuff like in the like vein of what we've been doing and like Silent Party and but just a lot of other like 80s like artists. I've been listening to a lot of like Mylene Farmer, like French pop and like
French pop.
And like what is it? Anne Clark I've been listening to a lot recently.
Anne Clark.
But I feel like most of the stuff like of like current stuff that I like am like paying attention to it tends to be noise. This one band from Texas I really like, Blank Hellscape, put out this like amazing record last year. I was obsessed with it.
Cool.
That's cool.
I know what your hat is.
Yeah.
Wow. So what is your vision for what's coming up next for you guys? Do you have like extra songs laying somewhere in a drawer that you want to
work on new stuff? Yeah, it's like I mean, we've been getting ready for obviously for this tour that's next month. Yeah. But I mean, other than that, I feel like we'll prepare for whatever show we have coming up, and then other than that, we're usually just kind of like writing new stuff. And I feel like a lot of the way that we write is just jamming like at the rehearsal spot. So like a lot of times, like Andres will write something or I'll have like a bass riff or whatever. We'll just everyone will kind of have like an idea. We'll just kind of get together. Just kind of work it out,
Keenan will be riffing a little bit, and I'll be like setting stuff up, and I'll turn around and be like, "Hey, what is that? Play that again."
Yeah, I feel like the band really like lends itself to just getting in the practice space and just kind of like jamming, and then so
good things come out when you practice and you play around.
Yeah, I would say too that like now that we have like the lineup kind of formulated, like post Incarnate, like Incarnate was cool. It was definitely just like a lot of stuff that felt like backlogged, so to speak. But like now that we're like we have a cohesive band, we kind of found each other. We've been gelling for a while. It's like all the stuff that's kind of coming forward now is like, oh man, this is like really sick. Like not that Incarnate's bad at all. There's some really good songs on there.
There are good songs in there.
Yeah, there was a lot of work on our end that like we all just kind of came in and like made the songs like better. A lot of them kind of started from like demos that I'd kind of been sitting on. They were kind of just like kind of iffy, whatever. And then we went in and just like really fleshed things out, and like things just kind of really started to pop. We found our sound, and then now it's like, okay, cool. We
definitely like a transitionary album.
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah,
you know.
Yeah. Now we're like, oh, we're starting from the ground up, and this is really cool. Like we know how we sound, and like we're just kind of hitting.
I'm expecting good things from you guys.
Yeah.
Now you have Amy in the back.
Yeah,
it's nice to be like writing my own drum parts. I've literally, I'm just playing the drum machine.
Yeah. So I think good things are gonna come out, and hopefully next time we talk, everybody will be same members.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I hope. I don't want to see a violin player instead of Kevin. Kevin. Yeah, he just disappeared. I don't know where he went. Now I got a violin player.
No.
No.
I think I told myself, I'm telling myself, like if this lineup ever folds again, I think I'm just calling it quits. I don't care how many records I have writing in my attic.
No. Don't do that. Don't do that, please. Don't do that.
No, we're all stoked to be jamming right now. So yeah, I think we got some more cool stuff coming. I'm really stoked to have here. So
all right, so I'll keep you checking you guys out and see what you put on Instagram at least once a week or a couple months or once a month. I don't know, whatever. Whatever you want to do.
Yeah. We're gonna be pretty light on announcements. We got a couple things to announce, but we'll be pretty light on announcements until then.
A couple of pictures from the shows, maybe you can post. No, from those shows.
Yeah, don't take photos of us. I don't know.
We'll put photos, man.
Everyone's got an iPhone these days, right?
Yeah,
hey, man,
come on, take some photos. Maybe you can dress up like a mariachi band or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Photo shoot or
Always
something.
been waiting for somebody to ask.
Big ass,
That would be cool. So what can I say? I really enjoy talking to you guys. I don't want to, you still got time to do other shit before you don't go to bed yet. So you got.
Yeah.
It's still early. For me, it's getting late right now.
The East Coast timers. It's funny. The last interview was East Coasters as well. So
yeah, it's already dark right now. It's just got dark again. But just how it is. So I thank you so much, you guys, for showing up, and I appreciate your music and what you do. So
thank you for having interest in seeing that, man. It's
totally
very validating.
Yeah.
I can say you seem like cool guys to me. Andres Ruiz, we got the vocalist. We got Kevin. He took a bicycle and went for a ride, and we got Keenan. He's the bassist, and the new addition to the band is Amy, the best addition that you could find. So
drums are usually a pretty
drums.
Good addition to a band.
Yeah. So if you get angry with them, just hit the drums harder. Pound them. I just want to wish you all the best, and if you ever show up in the East Coast, and I'll be checking you guys out if I can.
Oh man, yeah, hell
that'd be great.
Yeah, well, hopefully you get to meet you in Jersey area, tri-state area somewhere. New Brunswick,
somewhere Massachusetts. New Brunswick is fine.
Yeah.
You don't need a passport to come here yet.
Yeah, not yet.
And I won't get stopped on the way there, hopefully.
Yeah, for real. I know, man. Yeah.
Jesus. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I know.
Okay, we'll see what happens. Well, thank you so much, guys. It was a pleasure talking to you. I wish you all the best. And guys, we'll have another interview next week, hopefully. But nothing better than this, like I always say. They're not going to be nicer people than these. The next guys I'm going to interview. See you guys.
All right.
Take care, man.
See you. Bye-bye.